Blaney's rejoining there, they're all three wide. Neil's trying to get involved and Blaney hits them both off. Blaney goes back on the track, hits both cars. It's the right on the back of Bradders into the hairpin on the inside. Bradders outbreaks his own. They both pass, as hard to say. Stevie passes them all straight through. Oh, Callum's lost it! Callum's lost it! What a recovery! He uses the wall, but what a recovery there from Callum. Let's have a look at Steve. Now Stevie holds his own around the outside. And no way Jose, but then gets a slow run out of the corner. Bids us right up on the outside of him again. This is brilliant. LPB WTCR Championship Round 9, Race 1 from Spa-Francorchamps. Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for round 9 of the LPB WTCR Championship on Project Cars 2. We are at Spa-Francorchamps for the penultimate round of this season. So it's Spa for 2 races, and then the next 2 races after that will be at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. So it should be a very good round this. And we're just going to take you now through the grid for this first race here at Spa. So let's go to our drone camera and let's look at the grid. It is Bidster on pole position. Bidster on pole with Growley returning alongside in second place in the BMW. Then it's Neil Farmack in the Megane in third place with Blakeney alongside in fourth. It's Darren and Twerdy on the next row. Then it's TY and Pash together on that row. Then it's Stevie in ninth, Nifty Dark Ninja in 10th, Bert in 11th and Intrepid in 12th. We've got a few absentees at the moment, so due to what's going on in the world at the current state. So this video was recorded while the coronavirus outbreak was on. So, yeah, we've got a few issues at the minute, but still 12 people is very good, and we're going to get on with this race then. So, here we go, Bidster on pole position for this first race. And away we go, and Growley, usual good start for the BMW, gets into the lead. Now, will he hold it at the first corner? Let's look towards the mid-pack. Here we go. In the mid-pack, it's all going to happen, if it's going to happen at all. Into the corner, Stevie and Bert, a bit of contact on the inside, but I think apart from that, everyone gets away relatively well. Down the hill we go then, towards Eau Rouge. Bidster's got a good run here. Oh, Growley and Neil, contact, and Neil makes the glitch into the wall. The glitch hits him into the wall, and Stevie, Bert and Intrepid have nowhere to go. Massive accident due to the physics glitch there, so unlucky there. A bit of contact between Neil and Growley. It results in mayhem behind, but that was due to the game's physics, not really anyone's fault really, but we'll have a look at that incident later on, because Neil did come across on Growley a bit there, or whichever way around it was, because it happened that quick. It was over in a flash. But Darren then looking at the inside of Twerdy, he's in third place now. He's benefited from all this. Pash is now into sixth. He's got Blakeney just ahead. See there, look, they're all in a little gaggle of cars there. TY and Blake very close together. Bidster's running away with this. As you go down towards the Brussels hairpin, Twerdy's second. He's debutising for Bradders, who's he's tried to make it on, but unfortunately he took the game off his hard drive for some reason, and then had to reinstall it because it's a disc. You've got to manually reinstall all the updates, which takes forever. So unfortunately he's not able to make it. So Twerdy is stepping in because he would be in the Megane anyway. It's T-Waggers on the inside of Darren. T-Waggers on the inside of Darren and takes third place. Darren now under pressure from Blake and Pash looking at the inside of Blake on the exit of the double left. Insane as we go into the next corner, into the Piff Path. Blake on the inside of Darren now. Cameras ever so great on Project Cars, not trying to keep up with the action. Darren holds on to his fourth place for now, but looks under threat. He needs to start getting his elbows out a bit more if he wants to try and keep these positions as Blake and Pash go for it into the corner. Pash having a look at Blake, but no way through. Out of the right-hander and down the straight back towards Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane, which isn't really a bus stop, but it's still people still refer it to that, but it's just a last chicane now. It's usually called. But Bid's pulling away, and Twerdy in second place. He's sort of effectively Bradders for this one, being sort of Bid's teammate for the team points. And we've got obviously Darren there in different colours. He's debutising for George, who should be here driving this BMW, but he's not been here the last couple of times. As Darren gets a little tap from Blake into the corner there, but all's well that ends well as Blake goes over the curb. Pash will go for the cutback, but he can't quite get it. As meanwhile TY is right on the back of Twerdy now. TY is trying to catch up to the front, and Twerdy is holding on to his position. Blake has still got Pash behind him. So we'll get some replays of that action later on that happened on the first lap, but here they are, here's the culprits. Intrepid running wide, Nifty on the inside going through, Burt looking to make any amends he can. Growley's now at the back of the grid, he's 4 seconds back at the back, and then we've got Neil and Stevie together trying to catch up. But meanwhile, Twerdy and TY over the top, and TY's right all over the back of him now. Up the top of Eau Rouge and onto the straight, drafting his way down towards Le Com at the far end. He's catching up, but he's not going to be in a position to overtake, I don't think, unless he can get a bit closer than this. Meanwhile, Pash and Blake are alongside each other. So Twerdy goes into the corner, and he runs a bit wide. TY could come back here. He's not close enough yet. Pash then on the inside of Blake and takes the position, and now he's going to be attacking Darren now. TY, meanwhile, we're doing the camera switches. There we go. TY. Twerdy's moved to the far side, so he must have got a penalty or something, but or he's let him go. But Twerdy then relinquishing the second place, and Bids will not be too happy about that. He wants all the points for the team he can, but TY is now free to chase Bids down. But Bids is just under 2:37 on his second. Well, I know it was the first lap, but still quite considerably a bit faster than the rest because they're all battling. Here's Darren, Pash, and Blake together. Then we've also got together Intrepid, Nifty, and Burt, and then Neil is coming onto the back of this pack. So it looks like we're going to have a couple of packs battling back here. A few cars going wide. That could be penalties incoming. As we go back to the cars in front, it is Pash in front of Blake now. Pash is in front of Blake, and then Darren is down to 6th place. So let's see if these guys can catch up to Twerdy and TY. Meanwhile, Intrepid and the rest are in a little battle amongst themselves. Oh, got Nifty going very wide, and he's off on the gravel, and Neil and Burt both go through there, so a bit of a mistake there for Nifty, just carrying too much speed on the exit of the pith path and not able to get the car turned in, but luckily he gets away with it and just a run through the gravel, and he's only dropped a couple of seconds, so he's not too far behind. So it's Intrepid there in 7th. Let's have a look further up. We've got Pash and Blake. They are closing up on Twerdy now. Twerdy is going back into the hands of Pash and Blake as we go into the chicane. To start lap 3 as Blake almost hits the back of Pash there. Blake completely outbrakes himself, and this game's cameras just zoom in too much as we go into the corner. I know I keep going on about Project Cars cameras, but until they get altered, I'm going to keep complaining because they are stupid. But Twerdy then on the inside, Pash to the outside, Pash round the outside before he gets to the braking point. That's how much of a good run he got out of the chicane. And now he's free to chase down TY, but Twerdy will still try and stick on the back of him, but look, he's pulling away already. He's got a good run out of the corner and he's off. Meanwhile, Blake there in front of Darren. Darren trying to stay with these boys. There's Neil Farmack, he's now ahead of Burt. Obviously from the little mover that Nifty did earlier, but Neil's passed Burt. Bit of damage on the back of the car, obviously from that incident earlier, but oh, Nifty in the background, 2 wheels through. Oh, what a recovery! That was the recovery of the century for Nifty there. 2 wheels through the top of Eau Rouge, didn't roll the car and kept the car going. Oh my word, that'll have been a heart attack in a bowl. That. Wow, but yeah, we'll get a replay on that in a little bit. At the end of this lap, we'll get the first half replays in for you, but and my word, we're going to have some really fun replays in there for you, I bet. So, plenty of action. So, to recap then, Bidster in the lead, 2:31 last time round, 7 seconds ahead of TY in 2nd place. Pole position and running away with it, Bidster, as he goes through the corner. He's trying to, he could win the championship at this round if he keeps it up enough. So, needs to get all the points he can though to do that at this round. There's TY there in 2nd, Pash 3rd, Twerdy 4th. Then we've got Blake coming through shot there, he's in 5th. Darren should be next in 6th, there we go. Then we've got Intrepid running very wide and Neil Farmack behind him. Neil Farmack could find himself having an opportunity here because Intrepid might have a slowdown penalty or an actual penalty from running wide here. So because the game on the night was very strict with the penalties. A lot of people found out in some of the races that they actually had more penalties than they thought, but just from making just genuine mistakes and losing time. So the modern day racing game needs to figure out what a penalty is. So because it keeps on dishing them out wrong, as Burt then goes wide and almost goes off the track but gets away with it. Intrepid and Neil quite close together, probably the closest on track at the moment. Besides Twerdy and Pash, as Twerdy closes up to the back of Pash, or tries to close up, so Pash in 3rd. Twerdy trying to stay with him. Intrepid then with Neil back behind him. The Mercedes not really as well suited to this track It's more of a McGann and BMW circuit. It's Neil up the inside, over the inside curve because he thought he was going to hit him. And that could be a shortcut pass. You might have to let him go here, and I think he is doing, yes, he's letting him go. And he's going to try again, but Intrepid then back up to 7th, but he's got it all on now, trying to keep that McGann behind him. Meanwhile, Pash still 3rd place. Twirly's sticking with him though. He's not letting him out of his sights if he can avoid it. He's trying to stick as close as he can to him, so good job by Twirly there. Stevie back in 10th place. He's past Nifty now, so after Nifty's heart-wrenching moment. So we'll just get those replays of the first half action in for you now. Here's the replays from the first half of the race. Okay, here's a replay of the Neil and Growley incident then on board with Blake. So we all get through turn 1 very, very nicely, which is good to see. And down the hill, watch Growley here. Neil's on the inside, he can't go any more over to the right because there's a wall coming. Growley's just squeezing, and there's contact, and then bang! Neil hits that glitch in the wall, and then chaos ensues behind Farmax. So this is actually what happened from its point of view. So we're going down the hill, we can't go anywhere. Growley's coming across, and across, and across, and across. Contact, then we hit a glitch in the wall there. It slows us right down. I've just slowed time here. Then we get hit by someone else who can't avoid us because literally we just stopped in the middle of the track. And then we all recover, and then everyone else sort of has their own little spin avoiding the action. But that was mad. Here's a look from Stevie's point of view. So we've just come out the first corner, and then we're going down the hill. Watch Stevie has his own little incident here. So he actually, how that happens, he actually glances the wall there, and there's a similar thing to Neil. But then Neil stops, and he can't avoid him. And then you see how Intrepid has nowhere to go there, and also Bert sort of tries to avoid, and then we all get going. But that was mayhem. Here's one last look from Bert's car, just at the back of the grid. This is how it all came together. So it's all happening. Bang, 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 cars in the air. We got to the side. Intrepid avoids. Bert does a very good avoidance as well, and just keeps it off the wall himself. Tries to mount the wall, and we all get going. But what a scary moment that was. And now here's a final look at the incident on the outside cameras. So let's get rid of the interface and let's slow things down just to show you. So Growley comes across. Neil gets hit there, and then look, the glitches into the wall. This is just a glitch which stops both cars into the wall. Then Growley ends up doing like an endo in a car. Stevie has nowhere to go, and then after Stevie gets hit there, and Intrepid ends up glancing Stevie. Bert just avoids the whole lot. Look at that from Bert, just avoiding the whole lot, and then goes into the wall himself. There he goes, round he goes, and then we all get going. But that was so strange with the physics there. And Slack the Man Studios, you have been shown. Okay, here's a look at the save of the season with Nifty on the outside cameras first. Slides his way through, loses control, 2 wheels, keeps his foot flat in it. What a recovery! Now let's have a look on board with Nifty at his save of the season. So into the curb, rise the curb, little twitch, sideways, and on 2 wheels, and what a recovery! Insane! And now back to the racing action. As you come back from that then, your leader is Bidster on lap 4. He's got an 8-second lead over TY. In second, coming down the straight there. Then there's Pash in third, 24th, Blake 5th. Got Darren in 6th. He's got a little bit of a train now. He's falling back down the order, is Darren. Oh, not falling back down the order, but falling back down the field. So just getting caught up there by Intrepid and Neil. A little bit of mistake through there. Intrepid still trying to keep Neil at arm's length. And Intrepid now looking like he's going to start attacking. Wow, Neil's lost it in the background. Completely into the wall, loses control of the car. Hits the saw, and Bert just avoids him. Everyone else reacting to Neil rejoining, but Neil goes off. And nice hold, but still, it just went into the barrier. Just got a tang slapper, hit the curb. Too much run on the outside and spins round. That's what happens when you catch a wheel on the curb at the wrong moment. And Neil goes down to 11th place. Not good for Neil Farmack. Especially when he's actually equal on points with TY coming into this race, more or less. So, Intrepid alongside Darren, trying to look for a move around the left-hand earth. Contact, Darren not giving him any room whatsoever. Darren giving him the squeeze there, not giving him no room. And Intrepid will not be very happy about that, but round the corner we go, round the pith path. This is where the Mercedes should have the advantage. Darren just defending slightly on the inside, Intrepid having to be patient. Meanwhile, Stevie and Bert in the background having a nice battle now. This race is now coming alive. as we go through the corner. Intrepid, then he's got oh, that's a truck. Intrepid's finally got through. He must have got a good run out the other corner and goes through into 6th place. Darren down to 7th. Stevie then in the BMW in the rather misshaped, well, that was very aerodynamically challenged BMW there. In 8th place with Bert following behind. We've got Neil in 10th. He's past Nifty again, so if you're not having a good time in this car on this track. And Growley's all the way back in 12th, not having a good race here, Growley. It's his first one back after a long sabbatical period. We've not seen him for a while, but he's back on. One positive of all this coronavirus stuff that's going on at the moment is the fact that we are able to race online a lot more, so and get a few more people available, because unfortunately people being laid off or furlonged, so not good for actual day-to-day job-wise, but good for online sim racing, as we're finding out here. So Bizster 10-second gap over TY, still 2 seconds a lap faster. Bizster with the pace then in the dry here at Spa. Intrepid in 6th. He's got Darren for company, but still he's trying to pull away from Darren. But the BMW should be quicker on this part of the track. It goes very wide in the background though. Might have a penalty, we'll have to see. But Stevie's teammates closing up to him. Remember, Darren is only filling in for George. Still, he would have been in the same car anyway. We might as well put him in a team, try and keep the team points going if we can. Neil Farmer in 10th. He's got Bert ahead of him, just trying to pressurise him into a mistake as we go through the corner. Remember the Mercedes versus Renault. The Renault Megane should be a bit stronger around here than the Mercedes. The Mercedes is very good around the more agile circuits, but round fast tracks like Spa, it's not quite as good. It struggles a bit more, but around these tighter technical bits it'll be really good, but just the straights and the acceleration zones, it's just not quite as quick as the Renault. Meanwhile, Stevie's through on his teammate as Darren goes off there. I think Darren went off the track and Stevie goes through into 7th. There's Darren down to 8th place in his BMW, running very wide there, so getting a bit out of shape here. Darren just losing control, losing focus, and making a few mistakes there. As Bert runs wide in the background, Neil Farmer will have a go now. Will he have a go on the inside into the next corner? Let's have a look now. Folds back in, doesn't bother to go for it just yet. So Bert runs wide, and then Neil could get a good run around this corner and get the inside for the next one, or even the outside line. Let's have a look as he goes to the, he has a look, but no way through. Bert holds on. Bert's quite a good racer himself. He's very, very good. Just got to get used to this Mercedes. That's all. Just finding the Mercedes a bit hard to get used to, but he's getting there. But Neil Farmer gets a good run on the inside. Bert on the outside, trying to use the run to use all the power in that Mercedes. Every single horsepower counts as Neil Farmer puts a wheel on the grass there. Side by side almost through Blanchimont. Here we go. Blanchimont, the left-hander, flat out in these cars. Bert will now try and stay to the right-hand side. Oh, Neil's lost it again! Neil's lost it again! He got too close to the back of Bert and he slams into the wall. Real life, that would have been a major retirement, but no, Neil carries on because we don't have damage on, just to try and help people out. To try and help people finish the race and make it a bit more enjoyable for all, because mistakes do happen, and especially with the physics on this game, we are definitely keeping the damage off, because it will just give you unnecessarily bad damage. So on to the last lap of the race then. Stevie is now catching up to Intrepid, looking for a 6th place, but Intrepid will try and hold him off as well as he can to keep his 6th place if he can, as we go up the Eau Rouge. Again, this is where the BMW should theoretically be a bit faster on the way out of here on the straight, but Intrepid gets a very good run actually, so might not be able to close up as much as we think. Down to the end of the straight. Meanwhile, Bidster's just coming out of the Brussels corner. He's always had to slow down a bit. He's lost a bit of his lead. He's only 5 seconds now, so he must have had a slowdown penalty of some sort, and he's lost all that time. Because it's weird on this game, you get a slowdown penalty, you slow down for it, but then you lose about 4 seconds, and it still gives you the penalty in the end, because apparently the game doesn't think you've slowed down enough, which is stupid. But yes, very annoying, but sometimes it's best to actually be safe and get rid of it, especially if you know you've got the gap. Sometimes it's just best worth just sticking with the penalty it gives you, because not slowing down, because this because on this game you've either got a choice of lifting off and losing about 4 or 5 seconds to avoid a 1 second penalty, or just keep your foot in it and get the 1 second penalty. I know what I'd choose. I'd just go flat out. As Darren and Bert go through the corner, Darren runs very, very, very wide there. Bert will probably have a slowdown as well, but Darren will probably have more of it. Neil Farmack comes up now and goes to the inside. Neil Farmack on the inside of Darren into the corner. Darren turns in, finds there's a Renault there. Come on, Darren, you need to work on your awareness a bit, because you can't just turn in when there's a car there. And yes, the cars have every right to put their nose up the inside. As we go into the corner, yeah, in the commentaries I'll just say things as they are. I don't like to colour them up, just say things as they are. As we go down the straight then, but out of the last corner goes Bidster, flashed his lights and he's won the race. He's that far ahead, I forgot you were there. Bidster wins the race, well done to Bids. Second place for TY, a good finish for him in the Renault. Pash is going to be in third place for Pash, across the line there. Twirdy's going to be in fourth ahead of Blake in fifth place, as Blake in fifth, as the camera, a very bad camera for the line actually. Intrepid then just holds on in front of Stevie for sixth place. Stevie will be in seventh for Stevie there, he's just behind. Then we've got Bert coming out the last corner. Neil Farmack side by side to the line. Thousandths of a second in it. Neil's just ahead. Neil just gets it on the line from Bert. Neil just nicks it from Bert on the line. And Bert's AI is not happy about that. Darren in 10th place. See the AI car hitting in there. Nifty in 11th. And Growley's going to finish off the 12. So we'll just get the second half of the race replays in for you first. Here's the replays from the second half of the race. Here's a replay of how Neil took himself off on lap 4, he goes wide onto the curb, just gets the car in a tank stopper and into the wall he goes. Now watch here, Bert has to avoid, he comes back on, and then so does Stevie as well. And then as Nifty comes through, he's just about recovering himself. As we come back from that, we will now take you to the results. Okay guys, here's the results of the first race then. Bidster wins, well done to Bidster, good win for him ahead of TY in second place. It is Pash in third, with Twirdy in fourth, Blake fifth, Intrepid sixth, with Stevie in seventh, but they all got penalties, but none of them affect the positions that they got, so which is good. Neil Farmack in eighth, we've got Bert finishing in ninth, Darren in 10th, again with a 1 second penalty, but that doesn't make any difference. Nifty Dark Ninja in 11th, and Growley rounds off the 12 finishers. And as you come back from the results then, there is your winner, Bidster, in the blue and yellow Renault Megane there. Well done to Bidster, he wins the race at Spa. So, brilliant race there for Bidster, well done, good win. And we'll see you guys next time for race 2 at Spa, which will be a little bit sort of damp, let's just say. So we'll see you for that, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching another race by LPB Racing. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below as well. And next time, guys, it's going to be the WTCR Championship Round 9 Race 2 from Spa, and it's going to be a little bit wet.